It's our Thursday morning get together, and Dan wasn't there last night, were you, Dan?
No.
So I'm just going to run through with you what we did last night. So if you go left stance, Luke, and you go right stance, Jack. So we were talking about roundhouse kick and where it comes from. And the way we normally teach roundhouse kick, and pretty much everybody's going to teach roundhouse kick to beginners, is you change your arms, which draws, the reason you change your arms because it helps put more weight on the front leg and releases the back leg. So you draw the back leg up and you do your moashigo. Okay, that's how everyone's been taught. But that's okay for beginners, maybe even intermediates. But for more advanced, what you want to do is push off the floor with your back foot. So instead of drawing the leg forward, you push off the back leg and use it like a spring to send the kick there, which is completely different. You want to just do that and pause, Jack, because you were there last night. Bang. You don't worry about the angle of stuff. Just do kick. Just little bounce, push off the back leg and let the kick go. So the energy for the kick is from this leg pushing into the floor like a spring and sending the kick to the target. Just again, Jack, go on. Bang. And again. That was slightly different that time, Jack. You pulled it instead of push off the back foot. Better. So what you're looking for is a push off the back foot, not a pull from the front foot. So that's how we started off, Dan, with the session last night, which you've done that before. Then we talked about how to deal with that roundhouse kick. We're in opposite stance. The roundhouse kick's going to the stomach. He's got foot pads on, so he's not worried about hitting the person's arm so much. But as the kick comes, Luke has various options. If Jack slowly kicks, pushing and gacking, bang. You can stop the kick with a reverse punch. Okay, everybody knows how to do that. Yeah. Alternatively, he can adjust his distance. So Jack does the kick and Luke moves back a little bit and adjusts the distance, which leaves him in a bad position. So after doing the kick, we then talked about his options for adjusting the distance. So if Luke's going to move back to negate his kick, just slowly, guys, the back leg comes up from Jack and Jack switches it to a push-in reverse roundhouse kick instead. So the kick comes up like an S shape. It comes up like it's going to be a roundhouse kick, and then he switches it. Now, if he could do it without any movement from this person. So if you just do the technique and you stand your ground, Luke, this might be one option. If he's not moving, if he's not mobile, he might just be holding Jack. Alternatively, if Luke retreats slightly when Jack does the kick, Jack's going to have to push in to match the distance. I'll just explain that again. So to avoid the roundhouse kick, if Luke skips back a little bit, that's probably more than you needed to do. So you skip back a little bit, that negates the roundhouse kick. Jack's going to have to match that distance with his little push in. So let's just watch Jack's foot when he does that. Go on, Jack. So his standing leg has matched the distance that he's retreated with. Okay with that? You all right with that, Dan?
Yeah,
so we did that. And then what we did was this. When you bring your back leg up for reverse roundhouse kick, go on, just bring it up for back leg for reverse. See that chamber position, the pickup position is here. He's going to recognise that. He recognises that as being reverse roundhouse kick. So if Jack suddenly switches that to moash instead, he's reading the wrong movement. This relies on him being able to read Jack's pickup position with the leg to be reverse roundhouse kick, and then he's going to trick him to switch it to roundhouse kick. So we try that with a little bit of movement, Luke. A little skip back, and you're going to match it. So he comes up, fake, and then does the roundhouse kick. It wasn't done. You did that better last night, Jack. And you was warmed up better last night. Again. Yeah. Nice. So he's got what he sees. What Luke's going to see is, first of all, the back leg coming like a roundhouse kick. And then it looks like it's turned into reverse roundhouse kick, and the last minute he changed it to roundhouse kick. So it's like a little double bluff going on there. Should we try it again, Jack? Just nice and relaxed, because I know you haven't warmed up. Very nice, Jack, that was good. That's good. So there's a state of confusion there from this person because he's not quite sure what kick to deal with, which is why it's effective. Of course, flexibility is an important part of this, and his agility and his ability to move forward whilst on one leg. Should we do it one more time, Jack? Good. Now there is other ways of negating what he's doing, but we'll do that on another video. There's a solution to deal with that, but we'll do that another time. Thank you, boys. Well done.